Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Sid, and I'm back with a new video. Okay. In this video, I have a special guest with us. This is my cousin. This is my little cousin. This is my sis. Okay. And today we are talking about practicing self-control. Woo! That was hard to say.
You said practical.
Practicing self-control. Before we keep going, if you are new to this channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, take a look around, and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you hit that bell notification so that you do not miss a thing. Alright, with that being said, let's get right into this. Okay, so today we're talking about practicing self-control. So with my sister here, we were having a conversation with each other, about school and just checking up on her. And I decided to actually jump on here without any notes and just, let her story kind of be, something powerful for us as millennials and, adults and stuff. So go ahead and tell your part, and then we'll kind of have the conversation from there.
Okay, so I was at school and I was joking around with one of my friends, and she got mad. She started talking about me, and my friend, she told me what she was talking about, what she said about what she was talking about me. So I told my mom. After I told my mom, she contacted my teacher, and then my teacher contacted the principal, and then we talked. And then my friend, she came to school the next day, and we went to the principal's office, and we said that we were trying to get along together, but we ended up not doing that. So we said, me and my friend, we were like, we're not going to talk to her unless she come up to us.
So I want you to fast forward to so basically she's having friendship problems, with
I said
was having friendship problems. And so now we're just unfolding that. And so I want you to tell, your perspective, what you felt or what you wanted to do.
So me and my friend, we said that we were not going to approach her. We're not going to talk to her unless she approaches us. So that's what we had did. And after that, I told my mom and then told my dad, and that was that.
Yeah. So I wanted you to tell them a little bit, because we're talking about self-control, and I think this really goes with adults. That's why I'm sharing this. And tell a little bit about how you felt, what y'all were talking about doing and stuff.
She threatened to fight me, but she said that her mom said there's no point of fighting her because you're wasting your time. And I was gonna fight her, but she ended up not approaching me, so I just didn't fight her. So I left it alone because I was about to start no drama, because that was gonna be on my record.
Well, I told you that part.
Yeah.
But okay, so I really love this because I think it relates to adults and everything, just how we are as well, and godly friendships and being tested. So we're just gonna talk a little bit about that today. I kind of shared with Nene that the fruit of the spirit, which is self-control, and how God honors our hearts in the small, and what we're doing, how we treat other people, basically overcoming evil with good, that we don't have to fight people, overcome evil with good by our attitudes and the way that we treat them, no matter how we're treated, which is really important. And so something just as simple as this from somebody who's going to the 5th grade can be okay, stay over here. I'm gonna get that out. Somebody who's going to the 5th grade can be used to really be an eye-opener for ourselves as millennial women that's in high school, college, or even after college. So and I also spoke on identity, basically to someone who's younger than me, because identity is really important to instill in ourselves as women, and that our worth is in the Lord. Like, it doesn't matter what people say, whether we're ugly, or your hair is not pretty, or it's too curly, or it's too straight, or you're black, you're white, you're whatever race you are. It doesn't matter, because God doesn't see us that way. And so whatever drama or dealing with people, that you don't have to get physical, you don't have to feel like that you have to fight the battles. But I was explaining to her that the battle doesn't belong to us, it belongs to the Lord. So he fights our battles, and if we're obedient to him, then we're able to fight the right way. We're able to throw the word at them, and be in the position to take the high road, instead of taking like the low road and kind of stooping down to their level. So yeah, anything else about self-control? I mean, that's a major fruit of the spirit. That's what I want to say about self-control. I mean, even my testimony, I'll share a little bit about my testimony and stuff, just dealing with people in similar situations, that we go through the same thing basically, but we're just older. So there might be people in your life that's petty, or that you feel like has talked about you, or are not they're just like not like Christ, like you can tell their spirit is off, or maybe you just feel like this person isn't a friend anymore, or I need to cut them off and stuff like that. But I was explaining to Linnea that we can only control ourselves, through Christ. Like, we're able to practice having self-control, and really reflecting the love of Christ. And
what?
I thought you were checking yourself out. Anyway, really reflecting the love of Christ and who he is through us,
Mm-hmm.
So not trying to take it in our own hands, or self-control,
Know
it's
how
really
to control
important.
it when you need.
You can control you. You have the power to control you. You can't control other people and how they act towards you. Give me that. How they act towards you, or whatever. But you always have the power and the strength through Christ, okay, to overcome that, and be like, all right, that's okay. No matter how you treat me, I'm still gonna be like Jesus. I don't have to be physical, because I know that God fights my battles. And with the Lord, it's like, if you're sinning too, and you're just treating people wrong, what you reap what you sow. Yeah, you reap what you sow. So if you're sowing unforgiveness, if you're sowing hatred, or like you're being mean towards others, or whatever, you're gonna get that in return. You're gonna get more of that in return, because that's what you're sowing into others. But if you're sowing forgiveness, which we talked about that a few minutes ago, just having forgiveness, because I was explaining that
If you don't forgive, it's gonna go all wrong.
And just be instilled, and the enemy uses like small things like that. Like, this is small, and like she's younger in elementary, but it's a big thing actually, because it's practical and it's in everybody's lives. Like, we can all relate to this. And so having forgiveness at this young age, when she's older, we're able, like our age now, older adults and stuff, young millennials, that we're able to have that forgiveness instilled in our hearts. So no matter what comes our way, we're able to say, you know what, I forgive you. You might not be my friend. I don't have to be friends with you, or, have you around, but I'm still going to treat you nice, because forgiveness is all about us setting us free, and, not having that build up in our hearts, and that anger and rage inside our hearts, because it's basically chains and what the enemy uses to keep us bound and defeated. That's deep. Anything else? I don't know. Like, I've been through the same thing, you know, people talking about me, doing me wrong, literally. Yeah. And I had to have self-control. I mean, wanting to go off on people, you know, literally, like, I could curse you out. That's on the real. Like, I can curse you out. I can, like, fight you, you know, whatever. But with the Lord, because being attached to him, God fights our battles. Having his heart, it's like, okay, I'm not going to even do it. I'm just going to sit back and, like, he'll repay those who do us wrong. And, you know, sin itself repays people anyway. It does its job. So, y'all have self-control. We wanted to come today to encourage you, right?
Mhm.
Encourage y'all to have self-control, to remember whose team you're on, whose side you're on. Whose side are we on?
God's.
My man
All
upstairs,
the way
Jesus.
up.
Yes, and we just wanted to encourage y'all and let y'all know that, you know, it's really important to have that self-control, you know. And I just wanted to share a little bit of my little sister's testimony, a little bit her story, and like how I encouraged her, and that it just did, that I found out that she watches this channel. Yay! So that it's reaching younger people. So it's not just for, you know, older people, like high school, college, after college, but also younger elementary girls, you know, younger elementary girls that are needing to be trained up in the Lord. So this was a great story. Thanks for being on here.
Mhm.
Are you excited? Like,
Yeah.
are you tired? Oh my goodness. Say bye to the people.
Bye.
Thanks, guys, for joining us, and we hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for being here. Love you guys. Make sure that you give this a
Big thumbs up. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Hit the
Bell notification so you don't miss a thing.
And leave a comment.
Leave a comment down below. I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys.
Bye.
Practical. I mean, I keep saying practical. Practicing self-control. Like, practicing self-control. Oh, the headband. You want to fix it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna cut this part out.
Yes. Oh, that's hard to say.
You said practical.
Practicing self-control.